Okay, Lynn, and you work for?
I work for Neighborhood Finance Corporation.
Okay, and what is Neighborhood Finance
Yes, we're
Corporation?
a nonprofit mortgage financing corporation, and we're here to provide financing in a lending area in Cedar Rapids that's been outlined to renovate the homes for either exterior or interior of the home, and a certain percentage of their rehab is forgivable, up to $10,000. And the program is also designed for someone buying the house, that they can purchase the home and get up to that $10,000 forgivable, and everything's financed through us, and a great opportunity to renovate some homes that need some tender loving care. And yeah.
Okay, so if I wanted to, repair my garage, for example, how would I apply, and what would the steps be?
Sure, thank you. To apply for our loan for a garage, that would be considered our front porch program, and you can apply online. We can mail an application or stop by the office and have a personal one-on-one application and review our program. Essentially, if it's a garage, up to $10,000 of that would be forgivable, and it's considered a front porch loan program. And the interest rate's either going to be a 2 or 4% interest rate for a 10-year fixed. Maximum loan amount would be $25,000.
Okay,
And
and
it
then
takes about-
forgivable over how long?
Oh, yes. The forgivable is for 5 years, and it's forgivable 20% a year.
Okay, so a 10-year note then could be forgiven over a 5-year period.
Yes, and they will. There's always the rehab piece, and so what's not forgivable is financed into that 10-year fixed loan.
And then you will hold like a second or third mortgage or something like that?
Yes. We have to at least be in a second lien position or better. And so if someone has their first mortgage, we can also look at that to see if it makes sense to refinance that in that process. So we do look at all options.
Okay, and then you mentioned coming by your office. Where is your office?
Yes, our office is at 1110 Old Marion Road, and Suite A, and essentially it is on the corner of 42nd Street Northeast, and it is right next to Collins Credit Union, and that's kind of, usually most people know where that's at.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
not far from Nelson Meats. And that
Yes,
sort of
very
thing.
close, just across the street.
Okay, all right, very good. And then is this, how long have you all been in business?
Yes, we opened our office here October 1st of 2018, and in our Des Moines office, we've been operating for almost 30 years. And we've had a lot of renovations, helped millions of people get their homes and renovate or remodel. So,
And who all is involved in this Neighborhood Finance Corporation?
as for our supporters for the grants, we get our funds from federal grants. We have local banks and credit unions that have pooled together funds for this program, and we also have the city of Cedar Rapids has some startup money that they've provided also for a 5-year period.
Okay, and then have you all given out loans this year?
Oh yes, we've closed over 8 so far, and we usually have about hopefully 5 to 7 loans that we close a month. And purchases, we'd like to encourage people to buy their home and do their renovations at that time of purchase, because most people don't have an opportunity to save that money to do that roof repair or replace those windows, so we can do that at that time.
So is there a limit on the number of applications that you can consider?
It's not a first come first served basis. We're going to be around here a long time. We have a lot of money to lend.
Okay, all right. And so the banks and credit unions and federal government and the city's involved in
Yes,
this,
yes.
the city of Cedar Rapids. So all of them pool their money? Is
Yes.
that the way that works?
It is.
Okay, all right. And then you're on the staff, and then there's a director. How many people are on your staff?
In our Cedar Rapids office, there's the two of us. I'm the loan officer, and we have our rehab specialist, Taryn White. And then in our Des Moines office is our corporate office, and there's about 20. And between our finance, our underwriter, processors, so that's where we operate from for getting the loan completed. And
So after I complete the application, what's the process?
after the application is completed, it takes anywhere from 30 to 60 days. If it's a purchase, about 60 days. And the biggest time frame is getting the signed contracts, or the contracts from the bids from the contractors. And so we want those bids back in a 20-day time frame, and so we can complete that process. So from a time of application to closing can be as short as 30 days or less, and commonly between 30 and 60. Just depends on how quick people are getting back with their bids.
Okay. So far, have you all had anyone default on a loan?
Not in Cedar Rapids, and if anyone defaulted, we follow Fannie Mae home style renovation guidelines, and so person has to credit qualify.
So, Fannie Mae. So, what is Fannie Mae?
Fannie Mae is secondary market, and so we sell our first mortgages to Fannie Mae, and as well as many banks and credit unions. So.
Okay. So, and then your second mortgages, does Fannie Mae buy those as well,
No,
or do
we
you all
hold
hold
those.
those?
Those are here locally. So then the investors, the banks and credit unions, and those that supported us, that have that pooled funds, then they get the interest earnings.
Okay, gotcha. Then you say why is there a partnership between Cedar Rapids and Des Moines on this project?
Yeah, and well, after the Roots program ended, the city of Cedar Rapids knew that there's renovating that needs to be done yet. There's homes that still have work to be done, and not just in the flooded areas, but just there's aged homes. And so they reached out to our office a couple years ago and had an advisory committee and wanted to try to do something that we do at the Des Moines office here in Cedar Rapids. So through that process, they liked what we did and how our forgivable grant program works. And instead of reinventing the wheel, they've asked us to open a branch office here in Cedar Rapids.
So the Des Moines office then brings a certain experience and expertise
absolutely.
into the mix so people in Cedar Rapids don't have to do trial and error. And
No, we're
that
very
sort of thing.
experienced with that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Then what's the biggest project you all have helped with so far?
Well, so far, I would probably say a big kitchen remodel and kitchen, bathroom. So just a lot of the interior flooring. That's one of the biggest home improvement projects. And I've had several borrowers get new garages. And so it's kind of neat getting their single stall garage removed and building a 24 by 24 garage to provide more room for them.
Okay, and then what's the smallest project that you all have helped with?
Big and small, they're all good. Probably just some garage flooring that needs to be done. That's not very level. And just some exterior painting projects. But we don't have a loan limit or for minimum amount. It helps to have it over $1,000 or so, but yes.
Okay. All right. When I was talking with Lauren, her program is limited to the two local historic districts. Is there a geographic limit on this?
We have a designated area that's been outlined by the city of Cedar Rapids. We're considered phase 1. And it goes clear to our office off of 42nd Street, C Street, almost up to Wilson Avenue, and some clear up by F Avenue. So it's a really large area for Cedar Rapids. And so this is in phase 1. And as 2 to 3 years go by, then the city of Cedar Rapids may extend it and change the neighborhood a few blocks or go to another neighborhood, and probably keep a core neighborhood, but certainly then that would be phase 2 level. And for example, our Des Moines office, they're at phase 19. So they've impacted a lot of different neighborhoods.
Okay, so we're on the southeast side here. Your office is in northeast, and Wilson's over on...
We handle all corridors, northeast, southeast.
Okay, so you all are able to help people in Mound View, Wellington
Oh,
Heights, Oak
absolutely.
Hill, Jackson,
Yes.
all of the older neighborhoods in this area then.
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for this opportunity.